Sigmund Freud was the biggest homo in European history. No offense, London. I know it's a coveted title among some circles. Considering his effect on global healthcare from American soil, Freud was obviously the biggest of a number of things, but he was, in fact, a raging homosexual cocaine fugitive hiding out in London during the Blitzkrieg. Coincidence? Well, we outlawed cocaine. Freud pioneered the study of the therapeutic application of fluorine gas, fluoride, which was established the basis for the Illuminati's study conducted on the Jews in the Holocaust. They discovered that while they were forcing poor people to shovel their community into a furnace, they discovered that the loss of appetite was cured by simply applying a hypnotic to the point where they forgot about the peril they were in, the atrocities they had participated in. The Nazis touted this new miracle drug for curing bulimia because obviously the Jews were just concerned about their girlish figure. They were just being stubborn. And they put it in our water because it's good for your teeth. And it is good for your teeth, small amounts. The FBI can tell a floating cadaver if it's American or other just by the enamel on their teeth. So why put it in a pill? 1987 Prozac, registered for distribution in America by Eli Lilly, France. Illuminati, not to be confused with Illuminus, the Bavarian Illuminati. First thing they do is burn a bush. Fritz Tyson was arrested in France, where he tipped off the FBI to the Union Bank connection and paralyzed the Panzerfaust. How is Hitler going to finance the Blitzkrieg? Oh, the toxic waste from the Luftwaffe has some kind of therapeutic value. Is it London's fault? The Treaty of Balfour? The British Mandate of Palestine? Technically, but it's a historical thing because Palestine does not exist independent of Judea and Samaria. If they are not incorporated, they are the Philistines because you're not Chinese. On this side of the planet, we do not acknowledge the existence of Palestine. Israel might. Palestine is a city. It's a little region of Judea and Samaria, which curates the traditions of the Pharisees that Christ was crucified and resurrected to forgive. The golden calf, the whore of Babylon, the imperial cult. One-stop shopping for heretics. So maybe that, while Freud was, I don't know, probably living it up in London, the Illuminati paid a visit to the throne, strong-armed them into surrendering British mandated Palestine. And that was World War I. So 20 years later, founded, right, fall of the Ottoman Empire, 1917, 5 years after that. Now we got the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Isn't that something? How in modern times a brand new kingdom just pop up out of nowhere. There's a reason for everything these idiot bankers do. The Illuminati were bankers. Where did they get money when Germany was broke? Well, World War I began when some responsible Serbian father shot Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Poison your own kids, Frenchie. Fall of the Ottoman Empire, and then the Saudi Arabia. Where does the Illuminati come from? The Bavarian Illuminati. Same place the Ottoman Empire came from. Germany's long-standing feud with Rome, vying for the affections of the Goths. You're free to disagree all you want. Just kneel to the throne of Peter. Then we can conduct business. We don't have to agree on every single detail. I think we can all agree that Islam obviously worships idiot doctors. Otherwise, they're glyphology, their script wouldn't look like chicken scratch. That's where they learn to write their prescriptions. I hold the institution of the diplomatic biophysicist in the highest regard. We would have no kings were it not for the ancient Greeks. What we would have would resemble more like, well, Babylon. On the round side of the planet, you don't go around acting like that. End up with pitchforks at your front door. But first, do no harm, or you're not a doctor. You're an idiot wizard. And frankly, you're no match for the Mujahideen. They're about it. They're all about it. Blessed is the one who meditateth on the law of the Lord day and night. Well, they don't have Psalms. Maybe that's why. Should be good enough for the Jews. 2,000 years of Judaism to write the Old Testament. And then the New Testament, we've had now for 2,000 years, but 1,500 years of those have been tainted. See, Islam was written centuries after Revelation. They want to try again. Now, since it's not against Islam to pretend to be Christian, now we got to start over and over and over. It is the year of our Lord 2024 because it's not going to happen again. Either it happened or it didn't. But it's definitely not going to happen again. Nobody wants to go back to prison, Canada. We understand. Australia, don't let it happen again. We should not be fighting a proxy war with Russia through the Ukraine. That should not be on the menu. It doesn't appear among our list of services. But we have not doctors, but idiot wizards. They want to compete with people who don't share the same rules, the same values. In fact, they have prepared all their lives to come exploit you. So you do not speak on my behalf because you deal directly with Islam. And I have never stood in a mosque that is still standing. Regardless, it would be against your religion for me to bow to an inferior Muslim. This is all terribly simple for anyone with skin in the game, situational awareness, and misunderstanding. That's what Islam really is. See, Judaism is a religion, according to the loosest Socratic classical stipulations. Judaism's good enough. Christianity fulfills the process even better. Well, for us, we have religion. Islam, claims this divine authority just because you can't reach. But nowadays, we can. Islam doesn't worship an eternal and omnipotent creator. They worship some idiot wizard that you can't kill from where you are right now. That's why we have police. I filed a report with FBI.gov. Definitely one of the guys they're looking for. Should have led to at least me being allowed to complain about other stuff. Are we so broke we can't afford to pay attention because the Treasury remains solvent, or the cavalry musters, mobilizes, deploys? It's in the charter. Otherwise, they don't work here. You want to tell them? I'm not going to tell them. Since the United Nations was founded, well, let's just say Saudi Arabia, 1923, 101 years. They've been saying we owe this brand new kingdom just rose out of the desert because we owe money. They wouldn't have a drop, a smudge, the aroma. They would have never heard of gasoline were it not for Irish whiskey. And we owe. How do we fix this? How do we negotiate? The UN? Well, the UN only applies to democracies. It's the religion. The Philistines curate a prehistoric heretical slave raiding racket. I don't blame London. Look what they did to the Romanovs. Abdicate the Forbidden City, rape of Nanking. Islam is not a religion. And, you know, without necessarily abruptly changing colors, people should be made aware that they're ready to die to send us to sail around the globe to prove it's flat. You're gonna die. Talk about you need to be exercising and protein. You need to be praying 5 times a day, idiot wizards. Lord of Storms, hear my cry. Use your voice to rip the sky. Never mind the sacred cow. Bring us back our gold right now.